Revenue. Joining us now is early Coinbase investor Rashaun Williams from Manhattan Venture Partners, along with Dan Dolev from Mizuho. A very good afternoon to you both. Thanks for joining us. Rashaun, I'll come to you first of all. Were EPS and revenues the key things you were looking at in these numbers, or other metrics, and what stood out for you?
Yeah, I think EPS and revenue are definitely two of the main ones that we were looking at, but it's really about trading volume. It's about take rate. It's about verified users. It's about the retail trading activity, and of course, assets on the platform. So we're looking at the overall picture, but most importantly, we're looking at the continued mass adaptation of this going mainstream. And the more mainstream this becomes, the more institutions and global adoption that we see in the currencies, I think this company is poised to do really well. Obviously, it's the highest beta name in the industry, but if you're making a bet on digital currencies and on blockchain, there's no better company to invest in than Coinbase.
Dan, that said, the release, as Morgan pointed to earlier, it does use words like volatility, unpredictability. Do you think these latest trading volumes that we've been seeing are sustainable medium to long term?
Yeah, I mean, as we said in the note just now, I mean, we think Coinbase, the outlook is a little bit of a coin toss because, you know, one day the volumes could be very, very high and then the next day volumes could plummet. And I think that's what makes this thing really, really difficult to predict. And if you can think about what they've done now is they've actually lowered the high end of the guidance. So, you know, literally they had no visibility, you know, back in May as they've increased the high end of the guide and now they lowered the high end of the guide again. So it shows you just like how volatile and how unpredictable Coinbase is as an investment.
Rashaun, as somebody who invested in Coinbase early and is hanging on to your stake in the company, I mean, the majority of revenue, it looks like, came from transaction fees. What is the vision, the longer-term vision, to continue to grow and diversify that revenue pile look like? What are you betting on?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, any investor, any fundamental investor is going to look at, you know, the fact that you can't predict what's going to happen in this industry at all, just like you just said. And I'm actually okay with that because for me, most of my portfolio, you'll see something like a 20% growth quarter over quarter or year over year from companies that are in the rest of your portfolio. Coinbase will come through and give you a 700% growth, right? So you have to exchange something for that type of growth. And when you have that type of volatility, you just can't predict it. So what we're expecting is for them to continue to grow horizontally and vertically. So enter new markets, enter new currencies into their platform, bring in new users, obviously get mass adoption from the institutions. And as you continue to see this industry evolve, you want to be in the number one player, the fastest growing player, the biggest player that is carving its own niche in the market, and no one's even close to catching up with it.